sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. The skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you by my side. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken, and I hung my head and cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know how much I love. So please don't take my sunshine away. You really love me, and no one else could come between. But now you left me, you love another. You have shattered all my dreams. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much
She's a little lost girl in her own little world. I'd like to help her, I'd like to try. Oh yeah, oh yeah. She talks to birds, she talks to angels, she talks to trees, she talks to bees, but she don't talk to me. Talks to the rainbows and the seas. She talks to trees, but she don't talk to me. Talks to the angels and the trees. She talks to bees, but she don't talk to me. Talks to the rainbows and the seas. She talks to trees, she don't talk to me. Oh, no, she don't talk to me. She don't talk to me. She don't talk to me. Goddamn, I hate East Nashville. Goddamn, I love God Clark. I came too soon at the full moon, too late in Centennial Park. Should drain your soul and poke a hole in everything you are. Well, lucky you if you can get your view of Nashville from afar. She's a constant reminder there's always a bigger star. Well, the stars are getting smaller here at the Gold Rush Bar. She's always showing up in a wedding dress, in a dirty old beat-up car. Well, I'm down to screw, but I prefer my view of Nashville from afar. Yeah. I have played the Opry, I've talked to Eddie Stubbs. I buy my souvenirs at Manuel's and my drugs at Ernest Tubbs. All the fires all get clingy, feeling like a baby made of talk. Until the third man needs a fourth man, I need Nashville from afar. She's a constant reminder that there's always a bigger star. Well, the stars are getting smaller here at the Gold Rush Bar. She's squealing in her wedding dress in the back of some hillbilly's car. Always down to screw, and I prefer my view of Nashville from afar. Yeah, I'm down to screw, but I prefer my view of Nashville from afar. lives on the hill. I know she's cold up there. Settled in the hollow ground. She was crushed by long steel rails, and some parts were never found. Look down, so lonesome man, as I hang my head to cry. The best of friends must all part sometimes, so why not you and I? In the pines where the sun never shines, and shiver when the cold winds blow. There's a grave in those pines to be hidden by time. There's a grave in those dirty old pines. Hear that morning dove flying between those vines, mourning for his long lost love, just like I mourn for mine. Sometimes I wish that I'd never been born, or died when I was young, so I'd never miss those rosy cheeks, or tasted Stay away from the dirty old pines. Stay away from the dirty old pines. Goddamn those dirty old
pretty sure it's the devil telling me your next line. You're making yourself more trouble, but I couldn't go back to where I was back then. Scratching at my skin, calling cement walls my friend. But you gotta pull through, son. You can't let this win. 'Cause the road that you're taking, heaven won't let you in. I'm sitting struggling on a Wednesday night. Friday is my payday, it's gonna make everything alright. I just gotta make it through one more night. Yeah, I'm gonna get that fixed, 'cause I'm too tired to fight. But I couldn't go back to where I was back then. Scratching at my skin, calling cement walls my friend. But you gotta pull through, son. You can't let this win. 'Cause the road that you're taking, heaven won't let you in. Yeah, my mind knows it's wrong, but my body's just not that wise. I wish I could stop it. Lord knows I've tried, but I'm not stopping till this old body has died. Scratching at my skin, calling cement walls my friends. But you gotta pull through, son. You can't let this win. 'Cause the road that you're taking, heaven won't let you in. 'Cause the road that you're taking, heaven won't let you in.
Nowhere's your home. It's hard to leave, hard to stay. Seems I'm surrounded all alone. I still believe, but it's harder today. Sweet young love turning gray. Sometimes this life brings me joy and peace inside. Still it don't fill the void left from all I've left behind. Wouldn't trade this life for anything. Still I'd give it all for a kiss. A kiss that lasts till tomorrow.
BCR Los Angeles Audio Series 2014 presents Understanding and Appreciating Classical Music with Ron Jeremy. Side A.
Hello, I'm Ron Jeremy, and today I'm actor slash pianist. When people see the word actor pianist, they think that pianist is a word misspelled. Use your imagination. This song is called Fear Release that I was just playing, and it's a great song to play because it gets girls right into the mood. Girls love that song, okay? Another good one is Chopin. Goes a little something like this. This is my favorite part. I get to show off. Girls are impressed when I do that. You know, I could do this because I could play these songs and there's no royalties because Chopin happens to be dead, as is Beethoven and as is Mozart. In fact, there's a lump right here of brown stuff on this piano bench. Let me get rid of this. Brown stuff on the piano bench. This happens to be Beethoven's last movement. Oh, come on, folks. I'm here all week. Try the veal. Tip the waitress. Have a safe drive home. Now, sometimes one little note that goes wrong could ruin an entire song. See, like, for example, Volga Boatman, a Russian song, goes like this. Very ominous, very spooky, very scary. People traveling on boats, planes, being kicked out of their homes. It's a very sad song, Vulgar Boatman. Now, if I make that one note, a different note, it changes everything. Listen to how this would sound for one note. Killed it all. Still no good. No good. So you see, it's very, very important that every note is important. Now, rock stars love to take classical music. And they don't know that I know this because I know half the things they're doing and where it came from. For example, Rod Stewart does this song where the ocean meets the sky, I'll be sailing. And the fact is, that's actually was a song called a Scottish song. Well, you take the high road and I'll take the low road. So he took the same melody, just changed the words. Here's the song on harmonica. Now, he took it and did this. Interesting, huh? How it's the same basic song. They do that all the time, rock stars take, and so do rap stars. Meanwhile, here comes a very famous sonata. I used to be one of the fastest ones in my class. This is a little song. I tell these guys to try doing this one. It's one-handed. See, practice that before doing a song. Like if I'm going to do a rap song, I'll do like the big black bug, blood, black blood. The big black bug, blood, black blood. The bigger, the better, the burgers. The burgers are bigger, Burger King. The bigger, the better, the burgers. The burgers are bigger, Burger King. See, the little warm-ups you do for the throat, for the music. Here's a song from King and I. Letter perfect.
Side A has come to an end. Please turn the record over to continue listening to Understanding and Appreciating Classical Music with Ron Jeremy. Side B.
Hello, I'm Ron Jeremy. Here to have some fun with harmonica and piano. First we got here is disco chopsticks. Chopsticks always goes like this, usually two people. I do it by myself. I make it more of a disco type of song, you just add a Cream cheese. Then you added a joker to say, why was Liberace glassy-eyed? Because the piano tuner was coming. Anyway, so more importantly, this is actually kind of a funny song. I goof around with this one all the time. It's the Addams Family. But I changed it to like, the crazy and the spooky. They don't believe in nookie. They really make me pukey. The Osmond Family. So everybody show up. The bus you want to blow up. They really make me throw up. The Partridge Family. So come and give a greeting. The family you are meeting will stab you till you're bleeding. The Manson Family. There was a guy named O.J. who thought that it was okay to stab two folks in one way. The Simpson Family. That's something a little goofy I do. I like to play around a little bit. This song has been taken a lot. This is the star of Clockwork Orange. This next song, it's called Ode to Joy. It's Beethoven's 7th, I believe. No, Beethoven's 9th. 9th is his 9th. And goes a little something like this, just part of it. The reed gets stuck a little bit here. You can make a man can go on the moon. They can make a reed that lasts more than 1 hour. These things are crazy. And mustn't we forget? Play ball! Oh, sorry, wrong event. Now here's a duet with myself. I guess you call this masturbation. Got that one! More importantly, as a lot of songs seem to have been written for the penis. You see, you can actually take your schmeckle and smack it on the actual keys if a song requires that. Like, for example, the song Vulgar Boatman, which I've explained before, Here comes the dick. See, the penis could pound that one out there, see? If it's already, you just keep it in your pants. You can still smack it right on the keys. That's what I'm doing, folks. You just can't see it. Another good penis song, or I call dick song, is this one. Dick, dick. Dick, dick. Dick, 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 dick. Dick, 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 dick. So you get the idea, see? Certain things are, and the best dick song is War of 1812. So that's really, obviously, the dick goes right here. See, you go. I'm not too familiar with that song, but I'm just saying it was a perfect song for a dick. You see right there. They say this song's meant for the penis, They have a certain, note just stands out, So, okay, there we have it. This is Ron Jeremy. Hope you had as good a time as I did. I also play violin, but I didn't bring it here. Thank you!
And that concludes Understanding and Appreciating Classical Music with Ron Jeremy. This has been a production of BCR Los Angeles.
get you someday. Well, it's such a crazy, crazy feeling. I get weak in the knees. My poor old head is a reeling as I go deep into the bungalow. I tried to run and hide, even tried to run away. You just can't run from the bungalow. It's bound to get you someday. Here I go, rolling down, down, down. My mind is a blank, my head is spinning around and around as I go deep into the bungalow. Deep into the bungalow. Deep into the bungalow.
I had a cure for your disease, but you threw it away. And you made it clear I was not welcome on these seas. And you threw me away. So in exile. So I sailed and I sailed for so long, and my hair grew long and my heart grew cold, and I faced certain death without you near. And I felt the storm and swam it till the skies were clear. And I found a home along this crooked road. And all of this would have been, all of this could have been yours. All of this should have been, all of this could have been yours. Black clouds rolling under the red dawn, as the waves rise, so was I. And the moon never looked so angry when your walls came crumbling down. It was so beautiful, it was so peaceful. For all the destruction, it was quiet. All of this should have been, all of this could have been yours. You love will be carried away. Oh, all that you love will be carried away. All of my pain that you put on my name, all of my doubt, all of my shame, all of my guilt, my denial and fear, all of my hatred, all of my tears, all of the times I couldn't go home, all of the times I rose all alone, all of the sadness, all of the lies, all of the shadows black in my eyes, all of the serpents who cheated, who stole, all of the colors, the depths of my soul, all of the wounded you left for dead, now creep in the corner, a hole in my head, all of the dreams you made nightmares, all of the silence with deafening stares, all of the chips who can't carry goals, you wrapped in anger upon distant shores. All of this would have been, all of this could have been yours. All of this should have been, all of this could have been
You said it from the start that you're gonna break my heart. I'm left, you're right, she's gone. Knew it all the time that the lady wasn't mine. I my fate and I woke up much too late. I'm left, you're right, she's gone. Cultivating life for him, I'm left, you're right, she's gone. She took me by surprise with the level in her eyes. I'm left, you're right, she's gone. Won't tumble like a leaf, all the things she said to me to keep me behind her 8-ball. When a heavy loss, Jesus with a heavy cross. I'm left, you're right, she's gone. She left, you're right, she's gone. She left, you're right, she's gone. She's gone. She left, you're right, she's gone. She left, you're right, she's gone. She's gone. She took me from the top, then she really let me drop. I'm left, you're right, she's gone. Well, just when my head started, she left me broken hearted. I'm left, you're right, she's gone. She told me all the lies, how she led me in my life, took me in and made me her slave. I didn't see my fate and I woke up much too late. I left, you're right, she's gone. She left, you're right, she's gone. She left, you're right, she's gone. She's gone. She left, you're right, she's gone. She left, you're right, she's gone. She's gone. She left, you're right, she's gone. She left, you're right, she's gone. She's gone. She left, you're right, she's gone. She left, you're right, she's gone. She's gone. I said it from the start that you're gonna break my heart. I'm left, you're right, she's gone. Knew it all the time that the lady wasn't mine. I'm left, you're right, she's gone. Told me all the lies, how she loved me in my life, took me in, made me her slave. I didn't see my fate and I woke up much too late. I'm left, you're right, she's gone. She 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 left, you're right, she's gone.
BCR Los Angeles Audio Series 2014 presents Crazy Christmas with Mick Foley. Side A.
2 nights before Christmas, young Hugh Foley was playing with his action figures when he heard his mom knocking at the door. Hugh was so excited about Christmas, thinking of all the great toys Santa would be bringing him. Slowly, Hugh's mother opened the door and, speaking softly, told him the bad news. "A blizzard is scheduled to hit the entire world tomorrow," she said. "It's the worst blizzard in history. Christmas is going to be canceled." Hugh threw himself on the ground and tears fell freely from his eyes, a drip a second. He lay there crying, unable to move, realizing that there would not be any friends or family coming over, and there would not be any presents, not just for him, but for anyone. So Christmas would be ruined for everybody.
Who would make such a terrible thing happen?
Hugh asked his mom. "I don't know," his mom said, "but there is a rumor going around that Santa told Mother Nature to make the blizzard happen." Why would Santa do this, Hugh thought. He knew Santa loved to make kids happy. Maybe some of his elves quit, or maybe his sleigh stopped working, or maybe Santa just got tired of delivering toys every year, decade after decade, century after century. "You never know," Mom said. "Maybe it's just a rumor. Get a good night's sleep, and let's see if we can find out tomorrow." Hugh woke up 6 hours later at 4 a.m., and he had never had so much energy. He felt like it was up to him to find out what happened and to save Christmas for all the children of the world. Hugh turned on the computer and went to the special Santa Claus website his father had showed him, since no one loved Christmas more than his dad. His dad even had a year-round Christmas room, and Hugh thought he secretly wished he could be Santa Claus. Hugh couldn't believe his eyes. There was a message on the computer that said, "Only you can save Christmas." The message was from Elf Jordan, and it sounded urgent. This might sound crazy, but if you're reading this, please come to 19 Nicholas Road, North Pole, and help us save Christmas. Hugh was going to wake up his mom, but he knew she'd never fly to the North Pole with him that early in the morning. But he knew his dad would for 2 reasons. 1, because he loves Christmas, and 2, because he's a wrestler, the hardcore legend, Mick Foley. He was used to flying all over the world. Hugh's dad had once taken a flight almost 30 hours to Australia. Besides, since they lived in northern Canada, a flight to the North Pole would only take 5 hours. Easy. Hugh looked up flights on his computer. Oh no, the only flight going to the North Pole was at 5 a.m. They were going to have to move fast.
Dad, wake up, wake up! We have to go to the North Pole and save Christmas!
Hugh yelled, shaking the legendary grappler like a rag doll until he sprang to life. "Let's do it," Hugh's dad said, putting on his old red and black flannel shirt. Hugh put on a red puffy jacket over a green puffy jacket and started for the door. He saw his dad there in his old flannel shirt and warned him to wear something a little warmer. "Don't you worry about the old bear," Hugh's dad said. "The old bear's going to be just fine with his trusty red flannel." For reasons that were never made clear to Hugh, his father had started to refer to himself as the old bear about a year earlier.
Dear Mom, Dad and I went to the North Pole to save Christmas. Call me when you wake up.
They headed out the door, running for the car, hoping against all odds that they would make that 5 a.m. flight and find a way to save Christmas. Luckily, there was no snow on the roads and they made it to the airport in record time. They raced for the gate that read North Pole and paid for 2 tickets. At first, Hugh's father panicked, realizing he was almost $100 short of the $500 needed for 2 one-way tickets to the North Pole. Luckily, Hugh had brought along all the money he had in the world, $100, just enough to get them to the North Pole.
But Dad, how will we get home?
Hugh asked his dad. "Don't worry," he said. "We'll think of something. Right now, the only thing that matters is saving Christmas." They boarded the plane with only seconds to spare, and Hugh's dad fell asleep instantly, listening to his Christmas music from the 1800s. After a few minutes of listening to his dad snore, Hugh put on his headphones and opened up his computer. Right away, he saw a message from Elf Jordan. "I think I know what's going on," it read. A fake Santa has locked up the real Santa and is trying to take over the North Pole. I don't think he wants to hurt Santa. I think he just wants to be famous and walk around saying, "I'm Santa," without doing all the hard work that Santa does. I think that's why he tricked Mother Nature into creating the worst blizzard of all time. He's looking for an excuse to not deliver toys to millions of homes in one night. Besides, even if he tried, only Santa knows how to fly the sleigh, and the reindeer can only fly for the real Santa. I hope you can make it, the letter said. Only you can save Christmas. Hugh and his father could not believe how much snow was stacked up at the North Pole Airport. It was like 10 feet high. Hugh had been wise enough to wear 2 puffy jackets. He wondered how his father was doing in his trusty old flannel. It was then that Hugh heard his father cry for the first time. "I'm freezing! Let's go back home!" Just then, the phone rang.
Oh, hi, Mom. I hope you weren't too worried when you read my note. Dad and I needed to save Christmas.
"Well, I hope you dressed warmly," she said.
Don't worry, Mom. Even a kid knows to dress warm at the North Pole.
"Then what's that horrible shrieking noise I hear?" his mother asked.
Oh, that's the old bear. I guess his trusty old flannel isn't as trusty as he thought.
Hugh and his dad rolled up to 19 Nicholas Road and parked in front of the biggest house they had ever seen. It looked like a castle. They knocked on the door. A tiny elf answered the door.
Is your name Elf Jordan?
Hugh asked. "It sure is," the elf said. "Thanks so much for coming. There's no time to waste."
Where are all the other elves?
"Oh, they are all trying to defeat the fake Santa," Elf Jordan said. "But we are all so small and he is so big, and we had lost all hope that we could defeat him until you arrived."
Do you want my dad to beat him up?
"No, we don't want to hurt him," Elf Jordan explained. "We just want to scare him so much that he leaves the North Pole forever. Only then can we set Santa free and hope there is time for him to convince Mother Nature to call off this blizzard that will ruin Christmas for everyone."
How are you gonna do that?
"Well, we want to throw him into a fiery pit," Elf Jordan said.
A fiery pit? I thought you just wanted to scare him.
"Don't worry," Elf Jordan laughed. "It's not real fire. It's just orange paper that flickers and looks like real fire. But if we can find someone strong enough to lift him high into the air, I think we can scare him enough so that he leaves the North Pole and never returns." Hugh told Elf Jordan that his father was a famous wrestler, the hardcore legend Mick Foley, and that he could probably lift the fake Santa high overhead and throw him into the fire. Actually, I knew that," Elf Jordan said with a shy smile. "That's part of the reason we contacted you. We needed to find a wrestler strong enough to defeat the fake Santa who had a child who loved Christmas enough to save it. You guys were our only hope." Hugh was so happy that he couldn't speak. His dad patted him on the head and said, "Come on, the old bear has a job to do." Quickly, almost cat-like, the hardcore legend swooped in and picked up the fake Santa, lifting him effortlessly overhead. He held the old faker aloft, letting him think about his fiery fate, letting him feel the heat of the orange flames that spat and flickered into the air. The fake Santa started crying, more than a drip a second, way more. He seemed amazed at Hugh's father's strength, and to tell you the truth, so was Hugh. "Stop, please stop," fake Santa cried. "I'm sorry I locked up Santa and told Mother Nature to create a huge blizzard all over the world. If you put me back down, I will leave the North Pole and never come back." "Promise?" the hardcore legend said, toying with him, putting him only inches away from the hungry flames. Elf Jordan had told them the flames weren't real, but they sure looked real, and they sure were hot. "I promise," fake Santa cried. "I will leave right away and never come back." With that, Hugh's dad let fake Santa down, and true to his word, the fake Santa headed for the door, leaving the North Pole forever, never to be seen or heard from again.
That was awesome, but how did you get the flames so hot?
"Oh, that," Elf Jordan said. "We did that with a huge blow dryer."
Nice one,
Hugh said. All the elves gathered around Hugh and his dad. They told Huey that since he had helped defeat the fake Santa, he could have any wish he wanted.
Really? Any wish? Well, I'd like to meet Santa.
"Done," Elf Jordan said. "Let me get the big guy." Elf Jordan ran upstairs and came down moments later with a large, chubby man with a long white beard and hair who was wearing black boots, red pants, a red robe, and a red Christmas hat. Hugh went running toward him and gave him a big hug. The first thing he did was tug on his beard. It did not move an inch. It really was Santa. The elves were already fast at work, wrapping up toys, packing Santa's sleigh. It certainly looked like they thought Christmas might be saved. Ho, 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 Santa chuckled warmly. Since you and your father have saved Christmas, I have a special early Christmas present for you. Santa handed Hugh a beautiful, cuddly puppy, and he fell on the floor and rolled around, laughing with joy as the little guy licked his face. Santa turned to Hugh's dad. I have an early gift for you too, he said. Really? Hugh's dad said with glee, suddenly seeming far more like a cuddly young cub than a grouchy old bear. Hugh could not believe what happened next. Santa took off his regal red robe and handed it to Hugh's dad. A real Santa robe. Hughie knew that his father was going to wear that robe with pride for many years to come. Thanks, Hugh's dad said, with a genuine tear of joy in his eye. It was the first time Hugh had seen his father cry, except for that time at the airport a few hours earlier. You deserve it, said Santa. It's going to get chilly on your trip home, and I can't have you wearing that old flannel on such a trip. Besides, I have an extra. Hugh's dad then told Santa they didn't actually have a way to get back home, that they hadn't brought enough money for a return flight from the North Pole. Don't worry, Santa said calmly. I'm going to have a chat with Mother Nature to stop that terrible blizzard. We have just enough time to stop it from happening, then I'll drop you off myself. Hugh and his dad stared at each other in disbelief as Santa walked out the door, heading for the meeting with Mother Nature that would prevent the worst blizzard in history from canceling Christmas.
We're riding with Santa!
Hugh yelled to his dad. We're riding with Santa! Hugh's dad yelled back at him.
This is one crazy Christmas!
And that concludes Crazy Christmas with Mick Foley. This has been a production of BCR Los Angeles.